What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Anything Better podcast, BetMGM NFL Preview Week number 6. I am back. Me and Bill, unfortunately, had to do separate ones again, but this is the last time. I was in Paris until yesterday, under the weather. Bill had some stuff going on, so we figured, you know what? Instead of scrambling, let's do it this way one more time. And apparently it worked out for Mr. Burr because Bill ended up going 3-0-1 when your boy went 1-3. And the only win, excuse me, that I got was from my Giants in London, which I was at, with my family. It was incredible. Not only did I like the points at 8.5, I mean, I like the Giants at 8.5. Gun to my head that I think they would outright win, and it's a Packers home game, and I was in that building. It was a Packers home game, okay? It was like 80-20. The whole stadium was, dressed for Packers. They were doing all the Packers songs and chants. There were definitely a lot of Giants fans there, some fans of other teams there too, but I got that win. Everything else was no good. But before we get started, we have to always shout out the best odds makers out there, and that is BetMGM, guys. We've been working with BetMGM, as you know. This is our season number 2 with them, and if you haven't signed up yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. All you got to do is go to BetMGM, use bonus code BURR. Very simple, guys. 4 letters, and 2 of them are the same. BURR, and you'll get 100% risk-free bet up to $1,000 on your first wager. Here's how it works. You download the BetMGM app, you sign up, you use bonus code BURR, that's BURR, couldn't be easier, and then all you got to do is deposit as little as $10. $10, you got that in your couch, okay? You could go look under your couch, get that $10. Instead of having it be dusty and gross under your couch, you put it in the account, you make your first wager, you'll receive up to $1,000 in free bets, and if you lose, just make sure you use bonus code BURR when you sign up. So it's free money, guys, to go have fun, bet responsibly, but use the best odds makers out there, the best lines there is with BetMGM. Now, like I said, Bill had a good week. I'm kind of flailing a little bit here, but we're going to get back on that horse. It's only after 5 weeks, okay? We got 17 of these puppies. 18 weeks, but 17 games with the bye, okay? So, Andrew, I got to bounce back here.
You want to talk about last week real quick? Can we talk about last week? Can I just say that, Paul, you're the only person that I saw anywhere that picked the Raiders, besides maybe, I think, like Big Cat. I think you're the only person to pick the Raiders. NFL, nobody had faith in the Raiders, and
I'll tell you something really cool about that. If you guys are NFL fans and you watch the NFL Network, your boy was on the NFL Network last Thursday night, and I was sitting next to none other than David Carr, who was a first-round draft pick of the Texans, and he is the older brother of Derek Carr. And I said to him off camera, I said, "Hey, dude, I'm picking your brother, man. I think they could beat the Chiefs." And it was a 1-point game. So it definitely we had everything right with that Monday night special, obviously, except the under-over, which is the one thing that's the one thing that is out of your control. And I was never, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not making excuses. I was never a big under-over better. I have friends that are like, I like the under, I like the over. I don't like any of that because a fumble changes that. A deflected ball off a helmet changes that. What I do like is a feeling of how a team's momentum is, and I just thought the Raiders could get that game, and apparently I was right. Derek Carr, of course, threw a touchdown, so we had that right, but of course it goes over the 51 points, and that's why you guys did not capitalize on that money. All right, everybody, before I get into my picks here, let's see Bill's picks and see what he did, and then we'll get right to mine.
All right. I'm going to go with, to start it off, fucking week whatever. I like betting the Thursday game. You know what I mean? I like to know what my week's going to be like right out of the gate. So I'm taking the Chicago Bears -1 at home against the Washington Commanders. I don't think they're commanding anything other than their destiny to get a #1 draft pick high in the draft next year. Chicago's, they always got a good defense. I don't know. Mitch Trubisky's gone. That's a good thing, right? He went out to Pittsburgh. They got rid of him. They got a new girlfriend under center. What's that? That guy from Ohio State. Andrew, when are they going to realize that Ohio State quarterbacks are not pro football quarterbacks? When are they going to realize? All they do is run. That's all they do is run. All right, the next one. I'm going to take the Tampa Bay Tom Brady's. What are they laying there? 8.5? Fuck. The Steelers stink. 8.5. I'll do that. And this is like a fat guy ordering food. And then I'll get a little bit of this. I'm going against my Colts. They're sort of hot and cold. Jacksonville Jaguars, they got that guy with the pretty hair. He goes in there. I don't care how much fucking crowd noise they pump into that stadium. I don't care how good their DJ is. I don't care if Jim Irsay's back on the competition committee to change the fucking rules so they can beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm still taking the Jags. Getting a 1.5. And then lastly, but leastly, there was one other one here I was going to take. What the fuck is it? Oh, I know. I was going to take the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills avenging. Can't really avenge a playoff loss with a regular season win. I think adding Von Miller, it should only be 58-56 this game. Should be a good one. So I'm taking the Buffalo Bills. That's what I'm doing. I'm sticking by it. I've been playing, Andrew, I've been doing all right lately, right? I haven't had losing weeks. I just can't get past 2 wins. I'm 2-1-1.
You went 3-0-1 last week. You had the Colts, you pushed, and then you won with the Patriots, the Titans, and the Niners.
Oh, I was 3-0-1?
3-0-1, yeah.
Oh, so I was almost sort of did the unimaginable.
That Colts game, there was a lot of moments in that game where you could have been 4-0. Paul picked the Monday Night Special last week. Paul was like the only one who picked the Raiders that I saw all week, and the Raiders did cover, which was amazing. I think Big Cat picked them too, but all the NFL guys said the Chiefs were going to blow them out. They did cover, but you guys did go over 51. This week, it's Denver at the Chargers, and Denver's getting 5.5.
Yeah, I got that.
The Chargers, and
I like. I gotta wait for you to come back. I like the Chargers at home, 5.5. I don't think this is the game where Russell Wilson.
No.
Somehow, like they're sort of like he hasn't really gotten on the same page with his teammates. Maybe his teammates stink. And everybody's sitting there talking about his drop-off. It's like he didn't suck last year. And all of a sudden,
he hasn't been that smart. He's played better football. So I'm not saying that he doesn't deserve I'm not saying he deserves all the criticism, but it is a strange.
Well, he's probably trying to force it, trying to make some opportunities with what's going on. Either way, I'm taking. Is Herbert back?
Yeah, should be.
He's back. All right. Yeah, I'll take the San Diego Superchargers.
45.5.
Minus 5.5. 45.5. I'll take the under. And Justin Herbert to throw a touchdown. Can I do that?
Yeah, that works.
Well, there you go.
All right, there you have it. Okay, so now it's old Paulie's turn, and here's what I'm going to do. I love this game. Okay, I am doing my homecoming theory, even though it was a home game for them in London. I'm taking Aaron Rodgers and a pissed-off Packers team that had to fly over the pond with that loss at home, minus 7.5 against the Jets. I love this game. I think everybody's high on the Jets. The Jets figured this out. The Jets figured that out. Now, I could be wrong, but if I am wrong, then that means Aaron Rodgers and the Packers are not a good team and not going far this year. And it's one of those things where when you think somebody's playing poker and they say they have it, I got to see them. See, that's why I love bets like this, because if I am indeed wrong, Andrew, if I am indeed wrong about the Packers, then that means that the season of the Packers is going to change course, and it's a very, very different year. And I don't know if I'm ready to pull the plug on Aaron Rodgers and the Packers yet. So I need to see that. I see this game at least 10 points, maybe even more. I could see a 38. I'm not kidding. I could see like a 38-17 game. I just think that the Giants defense is a lot better than people thought. That's what Aaron Rodgers actually said afterwards. The Giants defense is a big reason why. I don't know if the Jets have that. So I got the Packers -7.5 at home at Lambeau Field. Now, I know what you guys are saying. Virzi keeps riding the Giants. They keep winning. I'm not touching that game. It's 6 points. The Ravens are good. I'm just, I'm not gonna keep rolling the dice with the Giants. I want to sit and watch that game and enjoy it and relax. So I'm gonna stay away from that game. Okay, I'm gonna stay away from that game. Man, this is tough. This is tough. I'm gonna take the Arizona Cardinals on the road. They lost a tough game to Philadelphia. I'm gonna take the Arizona Cardinals on the road -2.5 against the Seahawks. I think that the Cardinals, it's another game where I have to see your hand, because if the Cardinals lose this game, it's really, really bad. I think if the Cardinals are going to turn their season around, this is the time to do it. So I'll take the Arizona Cardinals -2.5. Oh God, I feel like I can go 0-4. I hope not. It's scary. It's scary, Andrew. Man. All right. I'm going to go head-to-head with Bill Burr here. I'm going to take the Colts at home -2. Can the Colts not beat the Jaguars by a field goal at home? Is that what we're doing here? That's another one. I got to see it. Okay? That's what the segment of my picks should be named. I got to see it. Are the Indianapolis Colts at home going to let the Jacksonville Jaguars go in there and you can't beat that team by 3? I got to see it. You're home. You just came off of a win. Matty Ice said, I'm going to go have a nightcap after that win. He looked like he settled into the offense. Okay, maybe the running back comes. It's -2, but you're at home. Now, if this was a game at Jacksonville, I would not touch it. I think the Indianapolis Colts crowd needs to be behind them, and I like -2. Win the game can you go win the game by a field goal, Colts? Come on. And I'm going to take the Cincinnati Bengals -2 on the road at the Saints. I'm going to take that game too. Okay, it's another one of those games, guys. I'm telling you. It's like, are the Cincinnati Bengals going to lose again? Because week 6, is that what we're dealing with here? A team that almost went to the Super Bowl last year. You can't, you're going to beat this. You can't beat the Saints by 3. I mean, what are we doing here, Andrew? I mean, these 2-point lines are almost pick'ems, but I go with if a team is close, I take the home team. And the Jacksonville and Colts are close. And if a team has better players, I go with that team. I think the Bengals, I think Joe Burrow and them are better. So I'm going to take that. So there you go. Paulie's picks are the Packers -7.5 against the Jets. The Colts -2 against Jacksonville. The Cincinnati Bengals -2 against the Saints. And finally, the Arizona Cardinals -2.5 against the Seahawks. There you go. That's what those are my picks. I'm sticking to it. It's one of those weeks I can go 0-4 and really be in a hole, or I go 4-0 and Paulie's back up on that pony. That's what we're trying to do here for the NFL BetMGM Anything Better Week 6 preview. And you guys know our Monday night special, which Mr. Burr gave to you guys the way I gave you last week's Raiders. We got the Chargers, and so I believe it's the Chargers, it's the under, and it's
Herbert to throw one.
I mean, come on, guys.
You like that, the only
Paul? What's the line on that game? Let me see the line on that game. The line on that game is 4.5.
4.5, yeah.
And they're at home, and it's Monday night. Yeah, there you go. I mean, look, I got to get back. I'm close. I mean, look, I'm 2 good weeks away from being over 500, being back, but I'm also 2 weeks away from starting to have the pack, get out in front of me too much. So, well, there you have it, guys. So those are the picks. Those are Bill's picks. There's a Monday night special. I'm back from Europe. We will be back together doing this next week. Okay. Yeah, we'll have some anything better news. We're going to be, during this football season, we got a lot of cool stuff to talk about with you guys, but this is week 6. And again, all you guys have to do is go download the BetMGM app. Very, very simple. Put as little as $10 in there and you get up to $1,000 in free bets, and you're protected if you lose as long as you use bonus code BURR. That's Burr. Could not be easier, guys. I have a bunch of people hitting me up going, thank you so much. I put in the code. Having a great time with it. Bet responsibly, but it's such an easy app. It's so much fun, and it's very, very simple. Again, download the BetMGM app. Put as little as $10 in, use bonus code BURR, get up to $1,000 in free bets, guys. Enjoy. Hope you guys are enjoying watching us go back and forth. We're in the first quarter of the season. Actually, the first quarter of the season is done. We're going into the second quarter of the season with the picks. And I know what you guys are thinking. Can these guys do it again? Are these guys going to go 500 above 500 again and beat the book? We will see, because now, Andrew, and I always say this, week 5, week 6 is when you kind of see what a team is. Like, in my opinion, and I know we got to get out of here, but I just want to say the New York Giants are doing what the New York Giants are doing because it's their defense. When you see the defensive line, when you see them be a bend but not break defense against an Aaron Rodgers, they're disciplined. They're not making penalties. That's kind of why the Giants are hanging around. And then you have Saquon running the ball the way he's running the ball. You control the clock. So in my mind, that's who the Giants are right now. I don't know who the Packers are. That's why I picked them this week, because I'm going to find out. I need to see them. I need to see your cards. That's how I'm looking at it. So I'm happy with my picks this week, win or lose, because now I know the Colts are not good if the Colts lose to the Jags this week. And they very well could, but we're going to find out who the Colts are. We're going to find out who the Packers are too. So there you go. Enjoy week 6. Bet responsibly with BetMGM. Enjoy. We'll be back next week together again. And by the way, if anybody's listening to this, I just want to say this part. If anybody's listening to this, a lot of people had come up to me in London that were at my show. If you came to my show in London at 21 Soho, the amount of people that listen to the Virzi Effect, the amount of people that listen to Anything Better, the amount of people came up to me, Andrew, saying, I know nothing about American football, and just listening to you talk, now I kind of like it and watch and know, and it just makes it fun for me. All you people lining up to meet me and came out that listened to this podcast, thank you, thank you, thank you. I will be back. I had such a great time. And anybody else listening to this, Philadelphia is coming up this Thursday. And Wednesday is DC. So I'll be at the DC Improv the 19th. This Wednesday, I'll be at the Philadelphia Punchline the 20th this Thursday. Come out, get tickets. Tickets still available. I'm only doing one night, one show. Come out to those. And I just wanted to thank everybody who reached out and said that they listened to our picks and they enjoyed it. So there you have it, Andrew. And that's it. We'll see you next week.